Kaylee came back with water and something to eat. River hadn't moved. Kaylee sat beside her for a while. Neither of them said anything. Then Kaylee reached for River's hand.
Come on.
River let herself be pulled to her feet. She didn't ask where they were going. She just followed Kaylee out of the dark room, down the narrow hostel stairs, and into the warm night. The streets were fuller than she expected for the hour. Families and couples and old men in shirt sleeves, children riding on shoulders. River followed Kaylee through the narrow streets until they opened up suddenly onto the Arno, the river wide and dark and carrying the city lights in long, broken lines across its surface. People lined both banks, everyone facing the same direction, everyone waiting. River didn't know what they were waiting for. Then the first one went up. A crack, a trail of light climbing fast into the black sky, and then color, enormous and blooming, spreading wide and falling slow, cascading down toward the water and doubling itself in the reflection below. Gold above, gold below. The whole river lit for a moment and then going dark again before the next one came.
San Giovanni. I saw the crowds when I got food.
The sky kept opening, one after another after another. Then one came without warning, louder than the rest, a concussive boom that rolled across the water and hit before either of them expected it. River felt Kaylee jump. Kaylee felt River jump. They turned to look at each other at exactly the same moment. They both completely lost it. No words, just that. Two people laughing in the dark, a nothing moment, an everything moment. The kind you cannot plan and cannot keep and somehow never forget. Just her weight and her warmth and her presence, steady and certain, the way she had always been. And then another firework went up, a massive gold one that turned the whole surface of the water yellow. It was slow and quiet before the boom, and suddenly River felt something she hadn't expected to feel tonight. Not happiness exactly, something quieter than that. Something closer to permission. Permission to be here. Permission to let Nana's words mean what they meant. Permission to carry the love and put down the rest. Not because the grief was gone. It wasn't. It was right there, folded into everything, and it would be for a long time. But the sky was full of light, and Kaylee was here, and Nana was too. The last firework was the biggest, a finale that took up the whole sky, gold and white and cascading. Small bright points of light drifting down toward the water, burning briefly, reflecting off the surface before they were gone.
My little firefly,
Nana had called her.
You go shine somewhere new.
The sky went dark again. The crowd began to move. Kaylee gave her shoulders a gentle squeeze and didn't let go. The rest of the trip moved the way the best trips do, in flashes. Another city, a train through the countryside at golden hour, the fields blurring into streaks of gold and green that she tried to catch in the corner of her eye. A meal that lasted 3 hours because nobody wanted to be the first to stand up. She filled pages in the sketchbook the whole way through. Lisbon's tiled streets, winding uphill. Kaylee asleep on a train. River drew it carefully, just in case Kaylee ever tried to deny it. Canal houses, leaning over the water in Amsterdam. For once, she didn't try to make any of it perfect. She just drew what she wanted to remember. 3 weeks after they'd first left, they flew home. They stood in the rideshare line outside the airport, the humid Sunday afternoon air hitting them like a wall. The city was exactly as they'd left it. When the car pulled up outside River's house, Kaylee climbed out with her. They stood on the sidewalk for a second. Then Kaylee stepped forward and hugged her, tight. Kaylee jumped back, already laughing as she backed away.
See you tomorrow?
See you tomorrow. Kaylee scrambled, pulling the door shut just as the car pulled away. River stood there smiling, watching it disappear down the street. Then she turned toward the front door. River was home.